Guys, Kev here, and I wanted to show you something new from Divo Knives. Divo Knives is a brand run by LeftyEDC, Total Tool Bag, and his partner Colin Mason Pierre. And they do some cool stuff, I gotta say, you know. I'm unbiased here, but all right, I'm sorry. This is the Nip. So the Nip has arrived, and I'm excited to show it to you guys. I'm going to have to talk to the dealers and make sure it's cool with them that I show these off. We don't have a drop time yet. These just came in today, and I've just pulled a few out of the boxes to, you know, check them and show them off. I'm going to have a few local knife buddies come by this weekend to help me QC check all of these. We did a run of 500 on the Nip. We're trying to increase production a little bit, you know, to hopefully hit a sweet spot where you guys can all get the knife you want and, you know, we can sell them. So we're trying to figure that out. Bear with us. We also have a lot of models and things going on, so we want to do a lot of different things. So we can't just put our money into one model constantly. So anyway, this is the Nip. We have 4 versions, okay? So you're going to have a Nip in black coating, so PVD coating, and then black wash S90V. So this is a murdered out, all blacked out version with a black wash blade. This is a traditional PocketKnives.com exclusive. So there's a limited number of these. So make sure if you want the blacked out, murdered out Nip that you keep your eyes on traditionalpocketknives.com. That will be the only place that you can pick up this version of the knife. Speaking of exclusives, we have the stonewashed titanium Nip. Again, these are all S90V. This one's going to be all stonewashed titanium with stonewashed S90V and then blue accents. This is the only one from the prototypes that we kept the version of. So I'll show you guys that one. And then we have the 2 that will be sold directly by Divo Knives. Now, we may sell some of these to dealers and they can sell them and stuff like that, but these are not exclusive to a dealer or anything. And these are the 2 carbon fiber versions. So we went with camo carbon. We sent some camo carbon over to Kubi for the first time. We had them do a real, true belt satin for the first time. So this is a special one for us. We have a black pearl camo carbon. Now, it was supposed to be double black, but we had a mix-up. Anyway, it ended up being black pearl, so just keep that in mind. It's black camo carbon, though, basically. But for those nerds out there, it's really black camo, or sorry, black pearl camo carbon, and S90V belt satin, and then purple and lavender carbon fiber, camo carbon, belt satin S90V. So, you guys want to take a look at them? Let's take a look at them. This is the murdered out version of the Nip. And I got to say, Kubi did a great job on these Nips, all of them. Look at that. All murdered out handle, hardware. And then you have that sweet black washed S90V blade right there. Look at that. That's looking fresh, isn't it? We have a milled pocket clip on this guy, milled titanium clip, pivot collars, hardware is all titanium, backspacer is titanium. There's a lanyard post built in. This knife has a flipper tab right here. Nice sort of tucked away flipper tab, but you can get a good light switch on it, and then it is hidden when it is open. So you can get a full purchase, as my buddy Knife Dope would say, full purchase, no refund. Very comfortable in the hand for a small knife. Call it a mini knife. There you go. That is the traditional pocket knives. Exclusive nip. Then we have the black pearl camo carbon. This one's actually in my pocket. This is the one I decided to carry myself. Just picked one out. I really like tuxedo style look on a knife. So this one has that black pearl camo carbon, just looking snazzy right there. You can really see the milling on the camo carbons. It's crazy. Kubi really did a good job on this. I did not know how that would translate. And then you have satin hardware, and then black accents, clip, collar, backspacer. And then S90V belt satin, baby. Look at that. True belt satin from Kubi. How about them apples right there? If you guys don't know, we've been trying to get OEMs to do this. And, yeah, this is fantastic. Hollow ground. They're all hollow ground. This thing, the reason we chose S90V for this model is we thought it would basically be a little box cutter for people, right? Like a little utility knife because of the shape of the blade and everything being a Warney. You can get down right here. It's super comfortable. Use that tip for precision cutting. We have jimping right here if you want to use it any other way or hold it like this. But we figure that S90V will hold an edge for a nice long time. And since it's a small knife like this, you're probably not going to do anything crazy with it where, you know, it not being ultra tough doesn't come into play so much. So that was kind of the idea there. But look at that. I don't know. This one really just stands out to me personally. But yeah, really love that one. That is the black camo version. How should I lay these down? Like this, I guess. I'm going to save this one for last because I think that's the one that most of you guys are probably keeping your eye out for. Here's the plain Jane for those of you who are plain Jane folks. This is going to be the White Mountain Knives exclusive. Shout out to White Mountain Knives, of course. And this one has stonewashed titanium, blue accents, blue titanium accents, and a S90V stonewash blade. Very cool. And again, this is the only one from the prototypes that we kept the same. Now, we did make some changes from the prototypes. We didn't really pass those around, I don't think. So we did send a couple around, but basically we updated the lock bar access a little bit. We brought this area down, or I guess we kind of brought it up. Anyway, it made it so you have better access to the lock bar below the flipper tab. So when you push here, the flipper tab clears right past your thumb. On the prototype, you were kind of like, you had to kind of jam your thumb up here, and then the flipper tab would hit you. So the way we changed it, it just swings right past. We tried to bring these screws in a little bit so they don't stick out as much, and they definitely did a good job with that. It doesn't, I mean, you could see it, but it doesn't stick out and catch. Before it was kind of a spot that could catch. And then we just asked them to soften any edges that we could, like back here, because you can see where this hits the end of the handle here. It could make a little bit of a point, but it's nice and soft. The detents on the prototypes were actually really strong. And you guys know me, I am a fan of stronger detents. But a knife this size, we thought it made sense for it to be more of a medium detent. Now, you don't want to be failing a flipper tab. And, you know, if I really try, you know, I can get it to fail. But, you know, I'm like pinching it, really. If I put any meaningful pull into it, it will flip. Same with the hole. I could fail it if I try. But you can see it's got a nice positive click and it pops. But it's not like ripping my nail off, right? Now, you can give it a thwack and get it to really fly out of there if you want. But I think they killed it on the detent on these. For this model, I think it makes the most sense. You get a nice, comfortable, 'cause it's totally jimped there. Just very positive clicks and clacks. But not overwhelming, because that was the thing with the prototypes. They were just too strong. Like, mostly for the flipper tab, it was literally making this jimping like dig in. So now it's got a little bit of a softer feel to it, but I kind of think that's a good thing. I can still thumb flick it, you know, reverse flick, and then of course you have the flipper tab. Try the thumb on this one. Yeah. So, very good. And then, I mean, look, the size of this knife, the closing, you know, very, very cool. Last, but absolutely not least, here she is. This is the purple and lavender camo carbon with purple accents. This one, take a look at that. And this example, it's just the one that I grabbed, doesn't even have that much purple showing, but just the combination, the blacks, the purples, the lighter purples. I mean, look at that. And then you have the purple accents all over. And then you combine that with that beautiful belt satin hollow grind. Oh, baby. She's a beaut, Clark. Yeah, I'm a big fan of carbon fiber personally. So for me, these are the gems. I'm also a big belt satin guy, I guess, right? But these titanium ones are beautiful. And they feel great. They really do. If you like a little more weight to your knife, now I'm not saying these are heavy, right? By no means am I saying these are heavy. They're still nice and light. They're small knives. But, you know, you have titanium scales over steel liners. Now, the steel liners are milled to have weight relief. But you're going to have a little bit more of like a, this isn't, you know, it's a thing. Where the carbon fiber ones are like super lightweight. I'm going to quickly throw these on my Rollo scale. Since I have this set up, I'll go get it and show you guys. So you can see. And this thing's accurate, by the way. I've tested it with stuff I know the exact weight of, and it comes out to that exact weight. So, here is the titanium version. All blacked out, 2.8 ounces. That's the heavy one. Titanium stonewash, 2.6. I guess the coating adds a little bit. And then you have carbon fiber at 1.9 ounces. This one should be the same. 2 ounces. Nope, 1.9. There it goes. And just for reference, so that we all know, I'm not bullshitting you guys. A knife, trying to think of a knife that everybody would know the weight of. F5.5, right? It's an all-tie F5.5. I would guess it's around 4 ounces. 4.5 makes sense. The Growler V2, I think I just saw Metal Complex weigh this knife. I have a lynch clip on it, but it was 3.5 ounces, so maybe 3.6 with this clip. There you go. 3.4 ounces. So maybe it actually made it lighter, or you know, we're talking about 0.4 ounces here. So we are well within range of 100% accuracy. That made no sense, but you get what I'm saying. So anyway, if you put 2 nips together, you still don't even get 5 ounces. So I think you guys need 2 of these. That's my theory, is you need at least 2. So I'll compare them, I should say, to a couple of other Divos here, and then I'll get you guys out of here. And I would love for you guys in the comments to tell me your thoughts about this model, what you guys think. We will have hardware kits, so we did order kits for these. I believe the way we did it on this model was we ordered collars, backspacers, and clips in kits. Instead of the way we did it with the Growler V2 and the Mash, they were full kits, so all the hardware came with it. But I feel like most people just want to swap the accents, you know? I feel like it looks a little goofy when the whole thing is purple or whatever. So that's how we did it. And then we ordered extra satin and black hardware just to have for warranty and stuff like that. I don't know if we'll sell any, but we'll see. But I believe we ordered extra kits in purple, probably blue, the normal colors. And those will probably be available on our website at some point. I think the way we're going to do this is a soft sort of launch at Blade West. So if you'll be at Blade West, we'll have these 2 versions right here available at our Divo Knives table. Table 9E, I believe it is. Check the exhibitor list to be sure, but table 9E, Blade West, Salt Lake City, we will have the 2 camo carbon versions available. The price point on this, probably should have mentioned that earlier. We're talking about S90V and camo carbon. Pretty sure we're going to hit 175. So you're getting a belt satin S90V, camo carbon, titanium hardware, titanium clip, backspacer, collars, all of that for 175. The dealers, I think, will be around, right around there. I just don't want to speak exactly for them. It could be, you know, 185. I'm not positive. Obviously, White Mountain Knives, you'll have a 10% code you could probably use. Not sure if Traditional Pocket Knives will be doing that, but we shall see. But I will talk to the dealers and maybe do another video once I know, you know, a little bit more details. But I just wanted to get this one out there for you guys so you could see it. We're really excited about this model. It came out really, really good. And the reception so far of the model has been very positive. So we appreciate that from you guys. But anyway, what was I saying? Soft launch at Blade West, and then we'll do a drop probably the next week where we'll drop our versions. And as soon as I get through QC, which is hopefully going to be this weekend, I'm going to ship the dealers their knives. And then it's really up to them. We may plan out a drop date altogether, so we'll drop all of them at once. Or the dealers may decide to do their own thing. That's their prerogative. We, as a company, do not dictate stuff to dealers, really. We appreciate their business. We appreciate their partnerships. All the dealers we work with, we have pretty strong relationships with. So we just have open communication. There's no need for us to dictate dates and all types of stuff. And we want dealers, and you know, we want them to be able to do what they want to do, right? So anyway, let me set a couple of these aside. Yeah, I don't know which they're all so good. I gotta say, this one right here is a sneaky one for me because I wasn't positive I was gonna love an all blacked out version because I'm a carbon guy, I'm a belt satin guy, but this is just This is just fantastic. I mean, they all are, really, but this is gorgeous. Anyway, here's a Growler V2. So I'll compare the 2 carbon fiber versions here, or I guess more just carbon fiber versions. So you can see the size difference here, right? This is not a large knife. This is a 3.3-inch blade, right? Large glove size hand. I got a little bit sticking out there, but this is also a Kubi build. And then here's the nip, right? Pretty sure this has a 2 1/4-inch blade length. So here you go. 2 1/4 inches to the front of the scale here. And then overall, this ruler's fine for this. Overall, we're at 5.5 inches, basically. So, you know, the goal with this knife was to have a micro offering. When we first started working on this design, it was when I had gotten into some really small knives. I had the Baby Barlow, I had the Monaco, I had the Nibbler from Giant Mouse and I just was excited about micro knives, and it was just something fun. And I talked to Colin, I was like, hey man, we should do a micro knife, and he came up with the Nip design. So this is basically, you know, Colin's brainchild here. I kind of gave the parameters for what we wanted to do, and then he spit this out, and we obviously tweaked it from there, but he really crushed it on this one. It's always so easy for me on, you know, the models where Colin really just pumps out a design, right? The Buzz is another one of those, and for me, it's like I'm right there with you guys, just loving a awesome design, you know. And I don't feel like I'm self-promoting or anything. Like, yeah, it's my brand and everything, but you know, these, you know, they come from Colin's design brain, and I just love what he does. So anyway, I just want to put that out there. So there's a size comparison to the Buzz. As you can see, it's a small knife. I'll grab a Pony Stout here, and that'll give you a really good indicator of how it will look, because this is a, you know, smaller size knife, 2.9 inches, choked up, have perfect grip. Love this knife. And you'll see here, it dwarfs the Nip. So, very small. Ooh, very small, but yet, you know, with this large glove size hand, I have a full grip. I am comfortable, and I have a full grip. And we made sure this area right here is not sharp. This corner on the knife is not sharp. So when you're choked up, if you want to put some pressure down here or wrap your thumb around here, right, to lock into place for something, you can. This does not hurt. This whole spine is nice and soft. Obviously, there's this jimping here that will give you a little bit of traction, but that was kind of the idea there. So it's not gonna jack you up, you know. I would love to grab something to cut. I just don't have anything. I have these little sleeves here from a concept unboxing, but for, you know, precision, you know, it really just, obviously this is stupid, but it's going through this plastic like butter, baby, like butter. I mean, it's slicing and dicing. So, you know, I really like this model. I've been carrying this one all day long. They came in today, so. And I cut some icy pops with it. That's my new test, is the icy pop test. And it did a great job with that, because you just get a lot of control, and you can choke up on a knife like this, you know. So anyway, there she is. That is the Divo Knives Nip, the newest offering coming at you. Again, we have 4 versions here, 2 of which are dealer exclusives, traditionalpocketknives.com, whitemountainKnives.com, and these 2 will be through us in some form in camo carbon. Somewhere around 175 bucks in S90V and either titanium or camo carbon. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I love you all. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.